Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a top 10 receivers. Um, as you know, like the whole meta has changed because of the zero chill cards losing all their abilities and everything. So I'm gonna help you guys learn the meta and what players are now the new best players in each position. But today we're doing receivers. So we're starting off with honorable mention Nico Collins. He came out on Thursday, 95 speed, 95 excel. Very good card. His discounts aren't the greatest, but having 95 speed is enough to get you on this list. Moving in at number 10, we have Brian Thomas Jr. Like I said, 95 speed I think is enough. Zero chill cards, Ghost of Mutt cards, Merry Mix-Up cards, none of those cards get any discounts. But with these certain specific zero chill cards, Ghost of Mutt cards, they all play great. It's the feel of the card that matters as of right now, because not any receiver has god tier abilities just yet. But Brian Thomas Jr. plays amazing. That's why he falls in at number 10. Moving in at number 9, we have CD Lamb. He was probably receiver 1 like 2-3 weeks ago, and now he's not. He's barely hitting the top 10. 95 speed, 90 excel. That's probably not the best thing you want to see, 90 excel. But Cowboys Chem is a decent chem. Cowboys team isn't the worst. I do recommend, if you are making a theme team, make a theme team of a team that's in the playoffs. CD Lamb, very good card. No good abilities, like I said before, but he's in the good height range of 6'2", 6 foot. That's a really good height range for receivers. Moving in at number 8, we have Jamar Chase, 6 foot receiver, 95 speed, 98 excel, which is very nice. No discounted buckets anymore. Just very good card. 6 foot receiver. I think he plays very good. If he had 96 speed, he would be very high on this list. But he only has 95. Not a good theme team with the Bengals, but you can make do when a card just plays good. Moving in at number 7, we have Romo Dunze, 95 speed, 96 excel. He is 6'3". Bears theme team isn't the worst as of right now. It's actually a pretty decent theme team with like Julius Peppers, Jimmy Graham. They got a couple other guys too, but Romo Dunze, pretty solid receiver. His discounted bucket is Playmaker. It's not the greatest, but if you run Playmaker a lot, he might be the guy for you. Moving in at number 6, we have Jalen McMillan, 95 speed, 96 excel. He recently came out, very good card. He does get very good theme teams. Well, theme team as in the Bucks. Everyone, I really do think you should be going with a playoff team. Bucks are a playoff team. Jalen McMillan, very good receiver, would have 96, 97 speed on a theme team, depending if you're doing a 20 or 40. This card is very good. Now, moving into the top 5, you might see some old culprits from the last couple videos, but Deion Sanders hits the top 5, 95 speed, 99 excel. He hits the perfect height threshold of 6 foot. Very, very good theme teams with Ravens, Cowboys, Commanders. You know, he has some very good theme teams. Ravens probably arguably theme team 1, maybe them or the Lions, depending which way you want to go, but Deion Sanders gets Ravens, and him with a speed boost makes this card very elite. Coming in at number 4, we have Calvin Johnson. Like I said before, 95 speed, 96 excel. Cards that just play good is all that matters right now at receiver. I do recommend going for the best speed. Most of these receivers don't have decent discounted abilities. You probably don't want to be running abilities on your receivers anyways as of right now, since the abilities aren't crazy. I'd probably use all my AP on my quarterback realistically. But if you somehow get an AP free, 2 AP free, you would probably look for a receiver with better abilities. Calvin doesn't get any discounted, so the only thing Calvin has going for him, he's on the Lions team, which is arguably the best, and he's also just plays good. Now moving in at number 3, we have Braylon Edwards. He's a very good card, 95 speed, 95 excel. He is fairly expensive. He does have Niners as a theme team and Seahawks as a theme team. Their theme teams are never the worst. They always get upgrades, it seems like, all the time. Braylon Edwards, I've seen some gameplay on him. Very good card. Slightly edges out Calvin, I believe. 6'3". He just... Those are the height range. Like, I think height is so important in Madden. I don't think you want to be too tall, but you also can't be too short. If you're in the in-between height, I'd probably say the height is probably like 5'11 to 6'2". That's probably the ideal height for receivers. It seems like You get the good possession animations. Just realistically, you won't be catching like the aggressive catches over the top. That's why sometimes you do want a Calvin. I would recommend, if you want a jump ball receiver, always to have at least one on your team. But Braylon Edwards kind of fits in between that mold. He's like a little taller than the good height, but he's shorter than too tall. So Braylon Edwards at 3. Now we have Malik Neighbors here at number 2. Like I was saying earlier, the height threshold, the 5'11 to 6'2, Malik Neighbors plays great. No discounted abilities though. But the reason why he gets number 2 is because he's 96 speed. That's one of the only receivers with 96 speed, and you can't put a slower receiver over someone faster. You can't do that. Like, he has the good height. Like, I'd understand if Malik Neighbors was like 5'8 or he was 6'6 or something. Actually, no, if he was 6'6, that would make him probably even better. But if he's a little too tall or a little too short, then maybe you can argue. But him being the good height, the fastest speed as a receiver right now, that's why he falls at number 2. Now, coming in at number 1, we probably have arguably the most expensive card we've seen all year, other than probably Randy Moss corner. We have Jamison Williams. He's the good height, 6'2", Lions chem, very good chem. They're arguably best team, and he has 96 base speed. There's nothing else you really want. Good team, fastest speed for receiver, also good height, and he does have discounted abilities. His discounted abilities are playmaker for 1 AP. It's not the craziest, but if you did want to go a little crazy with it, like I said, I'd prefer everybody to use all their AP on their quarterback. I feel like that's the most important thing. If the ball can't get to the receiver, how's the receiver's ability even going to work? So I do prefer quarterback abilities over anything. But Jamison Williams, I think, is the number 1 receiver in the game. He clears, but he's also probably the most expensive card in the game too. So you can adjust to who you want. There was some pretty good budget receivers on this list if you do have to go with someone else on this list. But Jamison Williams, number 1. And if you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.